It's finally happening. Honestly, I forgot how many shoes I owned. Like Air Force Ones? That's embarrassing. Like this, look how yellow the soles are. I don't think I should keep those. I actually really like these. I've never worn them because they're like a size too small for me. I bought them on Poshmark and they're such good condition. But it sucks that they like hurt my feet, so there's no way. But yeah, these like random assortment of basic heels, it's giving like I needed a shoe for an event and bought them last minute at Aldo and we'll never wear them again. I might keep these ones. Or should I just get rid of everything? Start fresh. Bit of both. I'll do a bit of both. Get rid of some stuff, most of the stuff, keep a couple things. Like literally sneakers are all I wear now, so that's all that's important to me, the sneakers. As long as I keep those, I'm happy. Okay, it's time to finally get rid of all this stuff.
Destination is on the left.
One of the things that I have to do before I move out is fix this handle, which has actually been hanging off for a while now, probably a couple of months, but yeah, this is something I definitely should have done a while ago. Yeah, she's loosey-goosey and just kind of comes out, and there's nothing in the back, like I don't know what to do about this. I don't really feel like going to Home Depot and walking around looking confused. It's not the vibe. I just really need this fixed fast. And yeah, I'm gonna crowdsource. I'm gonna open some dialogue on Instagram and hopefully someone can help me out. Okay, I'm being told to take this off to expose the heads of the screws. I don't know how to do that. I'm just weighing it here. Oh, it was spinning and now it's not. Yes. Oh, I did it. Okay, now what?
Everything around me looks a little great. Ever since you found out, worry about my brain. I just need a time out, probably just a sprain. It's okay, babe, baby, it's okay. Got a lot of words you don't know how to say. Pull pull out all your big ones, tryna flip my face. I give you a big hug, say I'm feeling great. It's okay, babe, baby, it's okay. I don't wanna see you worry, but if you come around too early, if you make my toes too curly, and if you really have on me.
Good morning, guys. It is the weekend. It is early in the morning. I just woke up and I didn't go to the gym this morning. I'm taking a rest day, which I never do, but my body is hating me right now. And just doing some notes. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop. I feel like I say that every time. But since selling a bunch of stuff since selling my air conditioner specifically, as you can see, I sold a bunch of other stuff like my TV and whatever. But since selling my air conditioner, it's unbearably hot in my apartment. Like, I love this apartment. It's gorgeous, super cute. I love it here. But just the 2 months of the year that it's hot, like when it's 18 degrees outside, it's like 26 degrees in here, and I just can't. I just can't sit at a desk and focus on doing work. So that's why I've been going to the coffee shop. Like, I listed it on Facebook Marketplace, and within 4 hours it was sold. I also thought I would be moving earlier, so I didn't think it would be this crucial for me, have this much of an impact on me, but here we are. And so yeah, that being said, spoiler alert, I haven't moved yet. I am still waiting for my visa. So I don't remember how much was updated, but a couple weekends ago I had to submit my transcripts for my past degrees, but those took a weekend to get and submit to them. That pressed pause on my visa process. And then so the lawyers look at my transcripts to make sure that they're basically legit, because they're from Canadian institutions and my visa's for obviously like an American visa. It's like 3-4 business days to look at those. So yeah, my transcripts were submitted, that was approved, and so that happened. And then as of August 1st, my visa was approved. Yay! And I was like, hey, cool, let's book things, let's get things moving. The thing is, because of that whole transcript assessment process, I wasn't sure if that was pressing pause on that 15-day thing and it would just resume once they were approved, or if I was like restarting the clock and I had to wait another 15 days. So that was stressful. And to be honest, like last weekend I had like a bad mental health weekend. I was kind of just spiraling, and like this whole visa process is new to me. I'm very unfamiliar with the steps, and obviously for everyone it's a little different, but aside from that, and just feeling like I don't have any control over it, I'm feeling like I need to be working. Like, do I even have a job? When will I have an income? Is this even happening? Like, through no fault of like my boss or anything, like he's been great. It's just a matter of like me overthinking things. It's been a lot, I think, in my head. But my lawyers emailed me and told me that it's been approved. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. So my boss was like, okay, well, overnight you your visa, you can get moving, how fast can you get down here? And so I just talked to movers. I was on the phone with probably like 10 different companies trying to figure out who can get me there the fastest and is obviously the most reliable, but more on that later. But then my lawyers, because I emailed them the next day when I didn't hear anything, and they said that it'll take about a week to get my visa to me. So at least I spent the day gathering information about movers, but now it sounds like this upcoming week is when I will get my visa and move, because I can't ship my stuff down until I have a physical copy of my visa, and I can't cross the border obviously, but I can't even start shipping my stuff because these moving companies need proof that like I am actually gonna be down there with my stuff and this is going there for a reason. So yeah, hopefully I get my visa Monday or Tuesday. I'm hoping to move my stuff out of my apartment on Wednesday, and then I'll buy a one-way ticket on Thursday. But these moving companies, let me tell you, for these companies, there are two main options. I will say there is an option for me to, I guess, drive my stuff down there, but I don't have a car and I'm not renting a van to drive stuff down there myself. I don't want to deal with U-Haul. I don't want to deal with like renting a van, driving that far. I've never driven that far on my own, let alone with a rental, let alone with all the stuff with me. So that's a bit much for me. So in terms of moving companies, for me, there's just really just two options. So there's the big companies that kind of come in, it's just one company. They will load up your stuff for you, obviously into like this big truck, drive it across the border with like other people's things or commercial items too, and then basically drive to your place, unload it there. So just one company, all I have to deal with. That's it. I think I talked to 3 of them. They are wildly pricey. So this one quoted me. So the prices are based on weight, so the weight of my stuff, and distance. I don't have a lot of stuff. Like I have this couch, lamps, and my bed, and then some clothes and whatever. But I had someone assess my stuff. They said 1,500 pounds, and then obviously I'm moving to California. They quoted me 6,500 USD, which is like 8,800 Canadian. To move my stuff to California. That's probably like how much all my stuff is worth. Like I don't have that much stuff. Like how is it gonna cost $8,800 Canadian? I just can't justify that. The other thing I will say is that because of where I live here in Vancouver and where I'm gonna be living in LA, I can't have like a big truck come in for them to load. So they actually have to send a shuttle to my place here in Vancouver, load that up, and then transfer my stuff to their big truck, which they drive across the border, and then in LA they will unload that big truck into another shuttle, and then the shuttle will shuttle my stuff to my place in LA. So that's an added cost just because of the restrictions of the streets and buildings where I'll be living and where I live. So that's annoying. But anyways, the other plan is to ship things across in those like pods. So I don't know if you've heard of like U-Pack or pods, and normally what they do is they come drop off like kind of like a mini shipping container in your driveway or in front of your place for a couple days, and you load that up yourself, and they'll come take it away, that container or pod. They will ship that across the border, ship it to your place, drop it off there. You have a couple days to unload it. But again, however, I don't have the real estate for this pod to just kind of hang out outside for a couple days. I live in the middle of a big city here and in LA. So the other option is to drive my stuff to the pod's service center and load it there. And then again, they will ship that to LA, and then I would have to unload it there. So basically what I'm gonna do is hire a moving company, step 1, to load up my stuff in their van. They're gonna drive it to the pod's location and load up the pod for me. The pod will ship across the state. It will arrive at the LA location pod service center. In LA, I will hire another moving company to unload the pod, deliver it to unload my stuff into my LA apartment. I hope that makes sense. It's obviously a lot more logistics involved versus this one company who just come in, load up the truck, and then deliver it. It's basically the same thing. It's just that I have to organize the movers here, the pod, and then the movers there. Pricing it out, that one's about half the price. It's about 3,500 Canadian, which is crazy. That is like less than half. So I think I'm gonna do that because 8,800 is a lot. Like again, I don't have a lot of stuff. Like I don't. Like if that was the only option, I'd consider just selling all my stuff and just repurchasing it. But also my company, I am lucky that my company is going to be reimbursing me for a lot of my moving expenses. It's just that I won't get that money right away. And also just it's the principle. It's the principle that it's costing almost like $9,000. Like I am not okay with that. I was talking to my sister about it because obviously the logistics of this whole stepwise moving process is a bit stressful, and she is the kind of person to be like, no, just like pay for that one big company. It's stress free, you can focus on other things. But for me, like it'll be stressful either way because the stress of spending that money is a thing, but also obviously like the stress of making all this work is another thing. But for me, I don't mind like the stress of the logistics. Like it's kind of almost fun for me to kind of work it out. It's like a puzzle in a way. Whereas like the money thing, it's just, even though it's not really my money, it does not sit right with me, and I do not want to allow that. Another thing is that one big expensive company, it is a lot faster. I think it's like a week, whereas this whole pods thing will be like a 2-week ordeal. But again, I don't have a lot of stuff, and it's not like I need it right away. Like I'm one person. Maybe if I was like a family or something, it'd be different, but I don't need that stuff right away, and I don't want to pay that much. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So everything is booked for Wednesday. The movers in Vancouver are booked for Wednesday. The pod is booked for Wednesday. I hope that I get my visa Monday or Tuesday. That is where I'm at. I've been very up and down this past couple of weeks, which is why I haven't really put out a vlog in a couple weeks. I've just been all over the place. But yeah, I definitely feel better now. I feel like I have a purpose now that my visa's approved and things are moving. This could be my last vlog in Vancouver. 99% sure it's my last vlog in Vancouver. Next week I will be filming the whole moving process and buying my one-way ticket to LA and flying out there. I am very excited. And okay, I will also address that I know I seem very monotone in my vlogs because when I edit them, I'm like, wow, I am just not giving anything. I have no emotion. I am no inflection in my voice. I am just flat. But you guys, that's just me. And in my head, I'm so chaotic and I overthink everything. But I guess I just like project very monotone and calm, which is good for my job. I should come off as calm, but in like everyday conversation, I look either disinterested or bored, but it's not the case. That's just, I don't know if I'm just really good at filtering out the chaos in my brain. It just comes out calm, cool, and collected. Ooh, another thing I wanted to talk about was I've been so bloated lately, and I think it has to do with stress and consuming a lot of coffee. I ordered those like Array bloat pills. I don't know if you've ever heard of them or seen them. Probably they're all over Instagram, and I believe it is a Canadian company, but I listened to the owner of this brand. I think her name is Sif, or one of the co-founders. He has a podcast and I've been listening to that too, which I really like, and I just wanted to try these. I've had them for a couple of days. I don't know if they do a lot for me, mostly because I think my bloat is having to do with like stress, and maybe it's just because also my apartment is so hot and my body is just like ballooning up. I don't know. I'll report back on those. Show you what I have going on for my apartment right now. My air conditioner is gone. This is kind of, and my computer chair is gone. So I'm just sitting on the edge of my couch with this computer desk, and air conditioner is gone. So I have my fan, which doesn't do much, but it's better than nothing. TV is gone. Plant is gonna go to my sister because I can't bring that to the States. Yeah, I also started reading this book, Atomic Habits. Definitely an easy read. Like I could probably read it in one day, but I've just been spacing it out. Well, I was reading like 15 minutes a day, and now I realized that I really need to be reading my textbooks. So less fun, but probably more important at this time because of my board exams coming up. So I will get back to this in a bit. But let me know if you've read it, because yeah, like I said, I've only heard good things. Let me know what was like the biggest thing that you learned from it, because I feel like a lot of people have read it. I'm so behind. But yeah, that's kind of it for this vlog. This will probably be the last vlog from Vancouver, and then I am moving to LA hopefully next week. Honestly, I will be quite upset if I post a vlog next week and it is still from Vancouver. So I think it's just in everyone's best interest that I just move now. I need to get moving. Thanks for watching, and see you next week, hopefully from LA. Bye.